welcome to the Gadget Show.
Yes, and a show in which we're going to show you what gadgets you can buy on the continents.
Yes, our European cousins are known for a great many things. The Germans for their engineering.
The Swiss for their mountains.
There's something else they're famous for, and that's their bargains.
Or are they? Because it's often said that if you want to get a good deal on tech, then you shouldn't buy in Britain and you should buy abroad.
This sounded like it was worth investigating, so we decided to send one of our team, either Pollyanna or John, on an excursion into the European sun on a shopping trip.
And of course it turns out that I wasn't going anywhere.
Whereas I was going to have a lovely drive.
I, on the other hand, had found two tools to use to my advantage. The exchange rate.
Download is a price comparison site like your Price Runners and your Calcus. The only difference is it doesn't just compare prices of physical products, it also compares the prices of digital downloads. You have to be kidding me. It's only £5.99. I actually bought this as a digital download. I think I paid £7.99 at least. Download. Right, I might be stuck here in the UK, but nobody said that I can't buy tech from elsewhere and import it. And everybody knows America compared to here is a lot cheaper when it comes to tech. So I'm looking for the Dell Inspiron Duo, and on the website it says that it's £429. However, if I go over to the Dell American site, it comes up at $549, and that's only £337, which is a massive saving.
Sadly, my elation didn't last long as I looked a bit deeper.
They don't ship internationally.
Back in Blighty, I'd had a monstrously cunning idea.
Yes, this is the airport, but I'm not actually in the UK. You see, this right here is my ticket to Newcastle upon Tyne, and believe it or not, that actually means that I can get reduced prices on shopping here at the Terminal 5 Departure Lounge. Winner!
These departure lounge shops have airline prices, reduced prices up to 15% off the high street, even if you're flying within the UK.
So you can get the 3DS console, an accessory kit and two of the above games for £224.99. I could save myself just under £38 with that bundle. I think I'll have that, thank you.
I soon snapped up not only a 3DS and games, but a camcorder and a phone, saving a total of £172.77 off the recommended retail price.
Welcome back. Now, here on The Gadget Show, Pollyanna and I are always on the lookout for the very latest in cutting-edge future tech, giving us a glimpse into what technologies will be driving our future selves.
Recently, I travelled halfway across the globe to take a look at an exciting new energy technology, which was pretty much like something straight out of a science fiction movie.
Whereas I just tootled up the motorway a little bit to meet up with two very clever robots.
Welcome back. Now, men, pay attention.
OK, whether your preference is the handlebar, a Dali, Grizzly Adams, or even Super Mario, or maybe nothing at all, you all have one thing in common, and you all need a good razor. Maybe some of you more than others.
Yes, now as many of these razors claim to be a cut above the rest, I thought it was about time that I went out and tested them. And because I'm a girl, I felt I needed a little bit of male help. Pro Glide Power.
And the Fusion has won every Gadget Show test it's been in.
Yeah.
Extraordinary,
phenomenal.
And it looked like you were quite a lot of fun testing those, Susie.
They're having more fun. What are you on about?
Hey, all in the name of science.
Yeah, of course. Now, having an extremely close shave with a gadget razor is one way to give yourself a tech makeover, but there is another way.
There is, because on this show, we specialise in the kind of makeover that puts a smile on your face all year, and indeed forever. Not just your face, but your wife's and your girlfriend's, or your boyfriend's, or your husband's, or the cat, or anybody who lives in your house.
You'll know it as the Gadget Show competition, a precision instrument designed to change your gadget life forever.
Starting with £1 grand's worth of buy a gift vouchers so you can take part in a number of experiences. Perhaps the Top Gun experience, or piloting the most powerful speedboat available in the UK. Don't fancy that? How about a Silverstone driving experience in a Ferrari? Arrgh.
Or, obviously, a bunch of other experiences that, I don't know, are a little bit more sedate, depending on, you know, what your poison is.
OK, here comes the... Right, time now to return to our gadget shopping challenge, in which John and Polly each try to discover where you can get the best deal on tech.
I wanted to investigate whether you really do get a better deal on gadgets in continental Europe. And so, being a man of the world, I wasted no time in heading straight off across the channel.
Whereas I reckoned I could save myself the hassle and get some plum deals right on my doorstep here in the UK.
Yeah, but they were both finding it more difficult than they thought. John, for example, realised that the prices had been mysteriously hiked up since his last booze cruise in 1993.
OK, but I must say, I was particularly impressed by your idea, Polly, in the first part of this challenge, to get a discount by buying your tech at the airport terminal. It's good stuff.
It is a good idea, but it is all to play for because we are far from ticking off everything on a gadget shopping list. And as we're about to discover, to find the real bargains, we're going to have to go a little bit off-piste. Move. Having exhausted the shops of Terminal 5, I had a plane to catch to the north.
Newcastle, great for shopping. Now, I didn't randomly just pick this place out of a hat. There is a reason for it. You see, living in London is notoriously high priced, so I kind of thought, if I come up north, surely it'll be a little bit better, right?
Some studies show London as 9% more pricey than the rest of the UK. Sadly, being a southerner myself, I had no idea where to start looking for bargains up north. Time to crack out the apps.
I've got an app on here called Fast Mall. So what that does is it uses GPS to locate where I am and then tells me where my nearest mall is. So let's give it a go, because I've still got a bit more shopping to do. There is one called Eldon Square, less than a mile away.
Once in the shopping centre, Fast Mall also provides you with a shop directory and directions to your chosen store.
This is fantastic. The amount of times I've been lost in shopping malls and not been able to find my way. This is like your own shopping mall sat-nav. This will be my new best friend.
Move. Back in Newcastle, however, my luck was running out.
Whatever price I'm seeing up here is pretty much the same price as I see down in London, which is a little bit of a pain. I thought it might be less.
In fact, bigger cities like London have more competing tech stores, which pushes the prices down. I was going to have to look very hard to find a bargain, but I had a helping hand. Shop Savvy, a barcode scanner and price comparison app, which not only looks up low online prices, but also searches for low prices in local shops.
There we are. Look at that. 2 whole pounds off the RRP. But it's still a saving.
I'd used up my tax-free allowance in Switzerland, so I'd no option but to return to France and look for more deals.
As time ticked away, I frantically searched for any last-minute bargains in the sales. Would it be enough to win me the challenge?
We raced back to the gadget studios to tot up the totals.
Cool.
Very good, but of course the question is, who spent the least amount of money on tech? Well, to reveal all, our very own king of shopping, Mr. Otis Seeley.
Yes, it must be said that I am partial to a bit of gadget-related retail therapy, so I'm really keen to see how this has worked out.
OK.
The results are as thus.
Right, so for the winner of this challenge, the person who spent least amount of money on their tech, John, after claiming back all of your VAT and getting a rather good exchange rate, your tech came to a grand total of £2,370.51.
Good effort, Jonathan.
Obviously, that means nothing until you hear what Pollyanna spent. So, Polly, by staying in the UK, just about, your combined tech came to £2,194 and 12 pence.
Polly? Well done, Polly.
It's the winner of this
You won!
I've just won my first ever gadget show challenge. It's taken nearly 2 series, but I won!
Well done,
congratulations.
So on that victorious note for Polly...
Hang on, before you sum up, where's that clipboard?
Here.
You just look so good with it,
Yeah,
don't
could you hold it and say that's all for this week?
That's all for this week. It's all we've got time for. We'll see you next time.
See you next time.
See you next time.